not only did we finally defeat Zeralja, as deranged as he was, but it turns out that his surrogate queen, as it were, it turns out that Queen Sphene is even more maniacal. Because, yeah, Zeralja just wants to kill everyone to use them for his own means, but Queen Sphene wants to kill everyone in order to keep her own kingdom alive and running. So, yeah, depravity knows no bounds between those two, but it's only Queen Sphene that's still left. And it's probably why the music is, of course, depressing here in this particular spot. And a lot of people are hanging their heads right now because we sadly lost our resident Twitch logo. Kakiwa is no longer with us, unfortunately. So we now have to forge on because now that Sphene has basically tipped her hand in full, we now have to go and begin the process of stopping her. And so, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail live here on Twitch. So, let's go ahead and change the scene here and get ready to pull ourselves up from the table because we still have a long way to go. So we're here in the back room, Oblivion's hideouts here in Solution 9, where Wu Klamat is here with Galulja as well as Shale from the Oblivion team. So, because I unexpectedly found myself getting already to experience level 100 on my Dragoon, I will continue forward as Paladin for as long as I can go, but that will likely end within 7 quests because I'm at level 99 on my Paladin right now, which means I would likely only need 7 more main story quests in order to hit the level 100 milestone. So yeah, from that point forward, I don't have any other jobs that I currently have that would be able to go from level 99 onward to fill the void. So this is pretty much the remainder of my leveling for the remainder of the main story of Dawntrail. So let's go ahead and speak with Wu Klamat to take on the level 99 main story quest entitled A New Family. Wu Klamat is searching for the words to say to Shale.
I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kakiwa. The others are trying to learn what they can.
Yeah, and here all this time I thought she was with you.
Oh, Kakiwa, we know that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye.
You knew then that she was already gone.
We did. We all did. Kakiwa forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expected she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Erenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zeralja already? No, they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies, but it'd probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we've resolved matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As to Zeralja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah, yes, about that.
Yeah, is this something we need to tell the little guy? Yeah. Like, how much does he really need to hear?
At the time we suspect that Zeralja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Galulja.
Oh. In other words, he's now a child king.
You mean to say Galulja is the new king? While a coronation is required to make it official, for the moment, the system recognizes him as his father's successor.
I'm surprised he could even be bothered to care.
But I don't want this. I don't want to be king.
Yeah, maybe have a surrogate act in your stead. What do we do?
It's not a decision you have to make right away. But given that the authority comes with the commander of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think on it together later, but for now, I want you to hold on to it. To what your father has left you. If you say so.
Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility to place on a child. Then again, Sphene was a child herself.
Are you alright, Lama T?
Wait, is she crying? And we can't see it on camera?
What is this? Why can't I?
Yeah, she is coming to tears. Is it because the weight of expectation, the burden of it has been placed on this little boy? Or is she coming to the realization that her older brother is now gone?
Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me?
How do we respond? It's perfectly normal, or you just need a little time. Yeah, we don't want to try and water this down.
You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliolol and rest up while the others are handling the investigation?
That's a good idea.
You know, I think I'll do that. It'd be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Kona.
And so, yeah, dry those tears and get yourself back on your feet, as it were.
Hey, why don't the two of you come too?
Yeah, visit your uncle?
But won't everyone hate me?
Oh jeez, that's awkward.
Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Kona as new family. Really?
Yeah, I mean, you have someone to take care of you.
Really? That is, if you're fine with it? I am!
I guess we made progress then. And so,
Then let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Kona.
away they go. Yeah, thanks for all your help there, Shale. So yeah, time for us to return to Tuliolol. So it is nighttime here in the city. So we'll head off to Bolok Shunsa. Yeah, it's not only is it late at night, it's almost 3 a.m. Isn't a little child gonna be in a bit of danger walking around in the city this late at night? I mean, I know that he's got Wu Klamat as a bodyguard, but still. Meanwhile, hi Kona. Burning the candle on both ends. Yeah, and so just now, he notices his brother. As far as Mikote are concerned.
You are returned!
Hi, Kona. How you doing?
Wait there! I'm coming down!
Are you gonna throw yourself off the balcony like Lamati did? Nah, he's too smart for that. Open the doors, quickly! And so...
Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
Oh, we have a lot to tell you. So while we're waiting for her to return, let's explain everything to Kona. Yeah, so we have a lot to discuss. Not the least of which includes the fact that you have a time warp world now. In your own land.
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Yep.
Hey, Kona!
There's the voice we needed to hear. Yeah, over your shoulder, Mathia. And she's not alone.
Namachi, is this boy perhaps?
Yep. Yeah. This cute little Mamulja. And everyone's noticed him as well. He is a little shy, though. Don't worry, he's with us. Are we gonna tell this to everyone in the courtyard?
This is Zorolja's son, Gululja.
And it was like, what?
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome.
Yeah, the jury's still out on how he came into existence in the first place.
If he is our brother's child, then
Yep, you're an uncle.
Gululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
Yep.
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Gululja.
It's not often we see Kona smile.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Yeah, bit of a shock to the system that he's just realized, hey, wait a minute.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle.
Indeed.
But simply Kona will do.
Yeah, these cats have never been all that good with pleasantries and formalities. So now that we've officially introduced them,
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear.
he's with us.
Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
Yeah, make him feel welcome.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Convinced man.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
Look at that grin.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Certainly.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post.
Very well.
Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
And so, let us whisk the Dawn servants away, as dawn begins to appear here in Tuliolal. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, we're not quite heading to the post just yet. We have to go off of the palace grounds first. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, just have the opportunity to just really take that all in. Just have Wook and Kona and Galulja all together at sunrise. Well, yeah, everyone's strutting confidently, I guess. Alright, Wook. It was indeed Zoraja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene, as he as the king of resolve, and she the queen of reason. But yeah, neither of them were exactly reasonable, just like you and me here. The people lived very different lives compared to ours, but like us, they lived them to the fullest. And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family, but maybe holds on to them a little too tightly. You and her must have gotten along well. We did until... We did, but out of love for her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They're a good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoraja slaughtered them. Slaughtered those that he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. Yeah, we're having so many 18 plus conversations in front of a child in this game. Yeah, you do that while you go and have your walk. And of course, I will follow along. So it's gonna be a long way to getting to where Bright Plume Post is, because of course it's such a long way away. Oh, hey there, man. Hey, hallelujah. Welcome to String. Glad to have you with us. Good to see you. Happy Columbus Day, I guess, in your case. When his attack on Tuliolal failed, Zoraja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire.
My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person? That he wasn't just a great person's son?
I dare say you are right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined.
That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me.
Damn it all. If only we tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. Indeed, we must go. Alright. So yeah, we'll make our way down the path towards the north entrance. Of course, this is where Bright Plume Post is located. So let's reunite with everyone again. Zoraja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Matthias' help that we managed to defeat him. And now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all to Galulja. Yeah, I promised, didn't I? I wanted us to become family, and it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You might not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right! Yeah, guest response right at sunrise. You too, Matthias. After everything we've been through, we're already as good as family. Well, the three of us are cats, you, me, and Kona. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. Alright, let's go follow. Once we hit the grounds, we'll see everyone's still training, of course, for obvious reasons. Let's speak with Kona.
I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lama T. Don't be. As far as resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliolal safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas.
It certainly was.
It was because we all fought with as one that we could repel the invaders, and then only with the aid of Vitra and his kin.
Yeah. We didn't know that because, of course, Mathia was still up north. Yeah, surprised we didn't also get Race Valgar too.
Thanks to Alphanode and Nestenian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Razatan. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it. The Tuliolal you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed. Once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person.
All the way back in Razadhan? Provided you won't be able to make the journey because you'll be seasick beyond belief.
Mathia had told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes?
We certainly do. A lot of work.
Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that her own might live, but as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliolal is safe doesn't mean I can't ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days.
Yeah, clench your fists as you always do, Wook.
I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness, and the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path.
Yeah, show me that stiff upper lip there, Kona. So, what are you gonna do?
Very well, Lamati. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Kona.
So yeah, now that the leaders have made sure that they are going to keep each other focused. We can now officially speak with Kona to complete this quest for our first one of the night. So, Kona.
While I had anticipated this, I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon.
Well, it's for a very good reason.
But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others.
I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must.
Mathia, for all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude. But thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're quite welcome. So, we'll take our 1,115,000 experience points, 2,124 gil, plus 2 servings of roast Ronique. So, let's forge on now, speak with Wuklamat again, to take on the level 99 main story quest entitled In Pursuit of Sphene. Wuklamat wishes to look in on her soldiers.
Well, it was good to catch Kona up. Now we'll talk to the soul...
So, yeah, you want to speak to the soldiers, but before that can happen, we're contacted by Link Pearl.
Who might this be from? Hello, that's right, Mathia is with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at some touch. See you soon. Ishtola is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call.
I was about to say visit there, but no, she said call. So, they head off. And then once we all go back to the throne room. Yeah, our whole crew is here now. Plus, we also brought Shale over from the dome.
Apologies for the wait. You're all here. Then that means... Aye, we believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated.
Well, that's good to hear. So tell us about it.
I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Stola?
And so,
per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the key that allowed her to control it.
as in the hourglass.
According to Kettenram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here and in the palace until its death by Zerolja, who used it in Yasulani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zerolja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gates. But where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at orogenics and made a startling discovery.
And what was that?
As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep.
So where was level 12?
The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you went there, you saw that it didn't exist.
Unless there's another way that we're not noticing?
Curious, we analyzed orogenics logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent, and where it should be but through the gate, to the missing 12th level. That level alone must have lain outside the fused region and so was left behind. Then it means...
What does it mean? Yeah, we're putting ourselves on Mathai now. Yeah, the reflection to which Sphene has fled is her own, or no. Let's leave this with Alpha Node. I shouldn't be the one to have to explain this. Let's leave this to the actual scientists.
It means that beyond the gate lies not just any reflection, but the one from which Alexandria originally hailed. 'Tis Sphene's homeworld, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens.
So yeah, thanks for not making me do it.
But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gates. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is.
Do tell.
The Skydeep Cenote!
Yeah, as in the first one we found. The one that we couldn't actually open. But that Zerolja did.
Aye, all evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it?
Yeah, we are San's hourglass.
That is what we shall find out, using the code in this earring.
Yeah, back to the earring again, huh? Back to the clover.
As you'll recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device.
Yeah, so we've been told.
An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kral's arrival in the source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work.
Well, let's hope it does.
To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed, Shale especially.
Like, oh, you're gonna make me blush.
Right then, it seems the plan is set. To the Skydeep Cenote.
So yeah, our battle plan is established. Away goes our massive entourage. So, Kona, we speak with you to continue on.
Begging our pardons, Mathia, but might I have a moment to setting forth?
Sure.
Are you already going to give him the thing?
What thing?
Yes, I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
As Lamati says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy.
Alright, I can do that. Let's head off. Oh, I can't jump off. I gotta go down manually. Or I could also do what Wooked herself did and throw myself off the balcony if I'm allowed to do that. I forget, is the Warrior of Light allowed to do this? Yep. I was about to say you could hear the wind rushing down as I was falling, but no, they were just opening the door. Alright, we gotta go this way. And it's here where we will officially end the quest. So, Kona!
Tuliolal is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you.
Just like over in level 89 with Tataru over in Charlian and the Ondo Cops as well in Shadowbringers.
While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray that it will serve you well in your coming mission.
I certainly will.
It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Kona to request such a thing, eh? Mewazunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just say the word and he will bring it out.
So we'll go ahead and take our 1,115,000 experience points and 870 gil. Plus our new selection of level 99 armor. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Mewazunte. Weapons and gear obtained can be equipped at level 99, however all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 100 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quest associated with said job, just like we've seen with the previous two expansions. So I will get to you guys back to you in a moment, but I also believe... Oh, there are no more quests to do? Well, there may be some last minute, but for now, Mewazunte, nice to meet you. Let's begin the process of getting all the gear that I currently can obtain that I know I would be able to get for level 100. Alright, so I believe I have everything that I need, so let's go ahead and update all my armor equipment as far as that's concerned. So here's what Dragoon looks like. Let me get on some better light to show you what Dragoon looks like at level 100. Probably put the helmet on too. Yeah, it's quite imposing armor as it is, but of course it'll never beat the OG level 50 True Blue. As good as this armor is, like I'm just so much of a purist at this point that if it's not True Blue, it's not worthy of being on me. So obviously we have to glamour this. So yeah, now that we've established that, let's go back to my paladin. Because of course, he's the one accumulating the experience points, so let's go ahead and move on and speak with Wu Clement to take on the level 99 main story quest entitled Through the Gate of Gold. Wu Clement is eager to set off for the Sky Deep Cenote. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Sky Deep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, so I shall accompany you. Alright. And also I should probably... Yeah, now that I've gotten to enjoy what this paladin gear looks like. Do I have the suit with me? No, I don't actually. Yeah, I guess we'll forge on without it. So, yeah, no further quests for me to take on as far as side content is concerned. We just make our way back to Yaktel. Let's go over to Ikbrox because it's going to be closer to the Sky Deep Cenote, I believe. And it is currently raining. Alright, southbound we go. Yeah, perhaps very fitting that it is raining right now, given what we're about to throw ourselves headlong into. So yeah, there's a lot to get done. Let's get ready to throw ourselves into the forest. The rain does make its way through and does make it to the bottom here in the Mamuk part of the territory. I want to make sure that I'm setting myself up so that I can go through the tunnel. Yeah, everyone's already here. They've already used the beast to fly down, but of course, I come with my own mode of transportation. Fly all the way to the gates. And so everyone's here. I guess except for Kona, I guess who's already given his permission, so let's speak with Wook. Kona's already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. It certainly does.
And it wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rites. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all.
Come on, let's go. Yeah, and even Aaronville is here too. So after fighting all the bad guys again and opening up Gate 1, we return to door number 2.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive.
It is.
Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
Oh, there's a little spot to put something in. Yeah, you've been holding onto this thing the whole time. But now this tiny little trinket could give us just the answer we needed. But...
no luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Gulja, would you give it a try?
oh, he would be able to do that? And yeah, I didn't even know he was here.
If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
Yeah, we're putting a lot into a theory here. But he did say this.
but I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
Well, I guess we're embracing it, aren't we? Yeah, a little earring and a little boy could be very well what we need to get inside. And so, little Galulja, go ahead.
What?
This time it's not a red light. And just like what Zoraljah got before, this place is lighting up. So, 4 levels ago we tried to get in, but Galulja told us that there was more he needed to tell us before we could try and gain access, but this time we're not being denied. The gate officially is open for us. Yeah, quite a spectacle, isn't it? Thank you, Galulja. Alright! And he couldn't be happier. Yeah, don't lose that earring, Cryo. We may still need it.
The earring. It really was.
And so now...
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with.
Yeah, she's so mesmerized. But leave the mesmerizing for later.
But now isn't the time to marvel.
No, it's not.
If Galulja can open the gate, then so too can Sphene close it.
In other words...
'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
Yeah, who will come along. And also out of nowhere, Thancred and Oyanje are here.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Are you having thoughts?
Shall I remain as well?
Yeah, I was like, is Alize having second thoughts here?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray...
You're coming along too?
I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate.
You'll fall back as well.
Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I.
Aw, you're gonna stay behind too, mon frère?
Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
Yeah, I may not be appearing before you as a dragoon, but we're still brothers, you know, to the end. Yeah, honestly, it feels like you're trying to say something. With you holding the fort, I know we'll be alright. We'll make sure we can return while we're still young and beautiful, or apologize, but yeah, why would we do that?
It's fine. Really. Mostly.
It seems like she really wants to go in there too. And so...
Just don't let him bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
So, shall we go in? Alright, Wook, we continue with you. And go right back to cutscene. So yeah, the twins do their thing. And we'll do ours.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
Let's do it.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Yeah. You got it, the boys. Time to march on in. It'll be just the 5 of us.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Like, we can move on from that Ishtola.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphene's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World?
The Unlost World, huh? That's certainly quite a name. Yeah, it's unlost.
Right.
As in, it's been found. Yeah, if it was once lost, it is now found. Off we go!